Okay, so I'm just going to explain how to draw out the reverse tuck net. So all you're going to need, A4 piece of paper for these dimensions, or card, pencil, and I've just got a bit of an extreme. I've got a really long ruler and a little ruler, so I'm going to go between the two. Metal rule even, sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do light to start with, set myself up a grid. Let's just check whether you're going to be able to actually see the dimensions in pencil. Yep, you can. Okay, so I'm going to go 10 mil in from the edge, and then set that first guide. So that first one in is 10 millimeters. I'm going to work in millimeters the whole time. Next one from there, I'm then going to set my grid up for my boxes. So I'm going to go 50, 100, 150, 200. Obviously, if I had a graphics equipment, we would be doing this slightly different and you wouldn't have to keep measuring out. But I'm trying to do it with what most of you have got, hopefully, at home. Linking those up. So that's just at 50 millimeter intervals to make the 4 box parts, the 4 faces of your cube, of your net. Okay. I'm then going to, from the top here, I'm going to go 20. Across. So I've come 10 mil, 20, 50, 50, 50, 50. Okay. And then from there, that top line, I'm going to go 50, 100, 150, and then 160. 50, 100. Oh, done that wrong. What did I do there? I did 140. You can see, that's just about my mistake on that one. This is why we do things in pencil. 50, 100, 150, 170. 50, 100, 150, 170. This is just setting up our grid to be able to draw this out. I'm obviously trying to go a little bit darker so you can see, but normally I would do my guidelines really faint. Okay, and then from the 1 to 3rd line down, I'm going to do a 20 mil here and here, but I'm only going to draw that in the 1st and 3rd box. That line. Okay. And then in these ones here, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to use my little ruler on it. So I'm going to do 20 in that one and that one. Okay. So at the moment it might look a little bit confusing, but we're getting to this. Okay. So this little bit here, I'm going to start, and I'm just going to draw, this bit doesn't matter at an angle, so this bit here is going to become your glue flap. Okay. This one here, we're going to do like a little kick in, so I'm going to measure, oh, keep moving it, I'm going to measure 5 mil in, so I'm going to go along. Some of this can just be done by hand, and then I'm going to come about 5 mil down. I'm just going to scoop that Okay, I'm then going to come 5mm in here. I'm just going to make this really dark so you can start to see the outline that's happening of the net. Okay, so this one's got a little kick in and then down. So this here, we're going to come up to here, and on these slit locks we're going to come in 5mm, and then we're just going to do like a little kick back like that. Okay, that's probably going to be about 2mm down. The measurement doesn't matter too much. Just come back a little bit like this, and here I'm going to put some little dashes just to remind you that that's a fold line on that one. Okay, here we're just going to come up. If you've got something to draw around, you can do like a little a little circle part here, or just do a little curve. You don't even have to if you don't want to. You can just leave that straight, but it just tucks them in a bit easier if they're curved there. Straight down to this point. Okay, now we're going to mirror this one. So we're going to come again, we're going to come in 5mm and mark that up. I'm going to do 5mm here. But remember, this time we're just going to do that little flick. There's 5mm, so we're going to come along and then down. Oh, it's probably better with a ruler. And then, okay, it's starting to take a net shape. You see how that gridding helped us to start with. Okay, and then come across to this one, down the full 2. This way, so we're doing this bit is just a copy of this, so we're repeating ourselves, but that means you learn through repetition as well. So that little kick back again. If you want to be specific, about 2mm. I'm just doing some of this by eye. Up, down, down, curving that little bit round. In. Okay, this one, because it's next to the tuck, is going to be like this. So we're coming in 5mm. I've tried to choose easy measurements. Okay. And so this one will be mirrored here. So again, we could have done all these as guidelines, but I just thought it might get a bit confusing to have too many lines on your guide at this stage on a first net. So that's why I'm doing these ones bit by bit. But if you wanted to put all these 5mm guides on at the start, you could. Okay, so you should be able to hopefully now see your outline of your net, and then all these faint ones that I've kept faint. Obviously on the one I did on the computer for you, I have done the dashes for fold, but for this you could, there's no need to draw the dashes yourself. You can just cut that out now and fold it up. Before you cut it out and fold it up, probably best to now plan out and draw whilst it's all nice and flat, and then apply your finish. Oh, my son has just, I've got him working on one at the moment, so I'll just show you. We've actually cut his out, and he's just done his first one. So when that's all folded up, he'll have one that suggests go and play Lego. He's going to work on his other ones.